think the title track, Shockwave Supernova, was a bit of a mess in terms of the quality of the demo. It was a heavy sort of cut and paste special Joe job, you know. It was just really, it was just crazy because it was one of those afternoons where I was writing and I kept on having these great ideas and I couldn't slow myself down enough to really perfect them. I was so afraid that I'd forget them, that, you know, the vibe would somehow escape as I got better and better at the proficiency at a part. So I just recorded each idea first pass, and I would cut and paste and arrange the song until I thought it was as fun to listen to as possible. I didn't even think how difficult it was going to be to record. And the first step was presenting it to the guys, and I had to tell, you know, Marco, like, I know this sounds like this part doesn't belong with that part, but I'm counting on you to freak out. I said, every time I stop, there's no drums, but actually I want you to give me crazy fills that sound like you're just having a great time, not paying attention to the guitar player, you know. So, I mean, that's an odd direction to give somebody. And Bryan's job, of course, was to somehow get from the beginning of the song all the way to the end as if he felt there were none of these stops or interruptions or changes in grooves. He had to kind of unify the groove. Mike actually was playing something else all the way through the tracking of the song, and then when it was over, I said, you know, I want you to do something totally different. I want you to play like honky-tonk piano kind of thing on top. It was just like crazy free association at that point when we were doing the overdubs. But it kept going because by the time we get to 25th Street to do the overdubs, I was all set to play a 6-string guitar like this, and John Cuniberti said, you know, I really like the way you play slide. I'd like you to play slide on the whole thing. And I definitely wasn't prepared for that. It was just something I did that one afternoon. I played a little bit and then copied and pasted it. So, but what I wound up having to do right there on the spot was to really come up with a really great slide on an electric 12-string part and figure out how I was going to get all those harmonies to work on these two guitars that actually were not set up to play very well. And so we had a great time piecing it all together, but I think through John's prodding, it elevated my slide playing quite a bit.